He won 5 awards for his Drake diss track, Not Like Us. This is incredibly inspiring, and I have high hopes for an Oscar nomination for my video titled Dream.
The TommyInnit situation is truly insane, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is actually genuinely so insane, I felt like I needed to make another 8-minute video. So why am I making another TommyInnit video aside from the views and money and ad revenue? Well, because of his brand new video, This Is the Internet episode 3. We previously spoke about episode 2 of This Is the Internet and actually episode 1. I'm not trying to make a habit of covering every single This Is the Internet, it just kind of goes along with the points I'm trying to prove and my videos I'm trying to make on this channel. So, when TommyInnit stops acting up and, being criticizable, I will stop covering This Is the Internet. But why did This Is the Internet capture my attention? Because of course, the last one caught my attention because Dream was in the title and thumbnail, and it was clear that TommyInnit was trying to milk whatever relevance he could gain from the situation. And yes, of course, the reason I am making this video goes back to the Dream situation, but more importantly here, a point that Dream was trying to make during his drama and his live stream and his video inside the TommyInnit situation. Now, the point that is actually relevant to this video was Dream's point around people calling him a predator and groomer that he used to associate. People like TommyInnit, TommyInnit's friends, and former associates of Dream making predator and groomer jokes about Dream. Not only was this point notably in Dream's live stream, but it was also in his response to TommyInnit's YouTube video.
You and some of your friends have been spreading disproven lies about me for over a year and a half. When I had false allegations made about me, it was one of the hardest times of my life, and you and your friends decided that after I went through the hell of debunking them, that you would continue to spread, joke about, and support these lies. Don't believe me that you've been doing that?
Before I let Dream continue with this point, because I think it's pretty important to show the full context behind this, because this video that we are currently playing, his response to TommyInnit, isn't currently publicly available on his YouTube channel. But I think this point is a pretty valid one, because, your former associates and close friends like TommyInnit, who you've made loads of content with on the Dream SMP, going around making predator and groomer jokes when you've told him to stop and you've already disproven it, isn't a good look, especially when all your fans in the Minecraft community is incredibly parasocial and will believe anything that comes out their mouth. A lot of people in that community still believe that Dream is some type of big rumor. Like, I felt like this was adequately shown when Tubbo said that, Dream might have covered this up, right? That he might have paid people off or whatever, right? Trying to make insinuations about the whole situation, and Twitter flooded saying that Dream was a groomer and pedophile. I think regardless if you don't like Dream or you like TommyInnit or whatever side you fall on in this situation, I think it was always pretty clear that, TommyInnit and his friends should stop making these jokes, especially if Dream, their former friend, has asked, right? Because it's damaging his reputation.
Let's just hear your own best friend confirm that this has been happening.
I get why he might be mad about the lies. That group being like, he's a pedophile all the time, which again, I don't like. I think we shouldn't joke about people being pedophiles unless we actually know for sure. Because, dude, the Brighton lot, I want to stop throwing out random strays and calling people pedophiles just for cheap laughs.
As you guys know, I made a video debunking those allegations, and after my video, the accusers even came forward and admitted that they were not true. I thought that would be the end of it, but for some reason, you and your friend group thought that you would kick me while I was down.
And that's the reason this video exists, because in TommyInnit's recent This Is the Internet video, he makes a joke that falls within this category. Even after all the controversy and shit that he threw Dream's way, he just had to, push it a little bit further, push the boat out further and keep talking about Dream, and, even go against some just, pretty basic requests that Dream has made by making this joke.
Lamar shocked the world after sweeping the Grammys this year. He won 5 awards for his Drake diss track, Not Like Us. This is incredibly inspiring, and I have high hopes for an Oscar nomination for my video titled Dream.
I mean, somehow if you have no idea what he's talking about here, Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, was on Drake, where it's heavily insinuated that he is a predator. Well, not even insinuated, just said. And TommyInnit is making a comparison between that and his video on Dream, clearly making that, pretty bold comparison. Now, I'm somebody who personally thinks you can joke about anything, right? I think that TommyInnit can joke about this, but my criticism comes down to the fact that Dream has personally said that, can you not make these jokes anymore? I've dismissed these allegations, and lots of people still think that I'm a groomer because of the jokes that you are making, and it's clearly hurting his reputation because a lot of Tommy's fans in the Minecraft scene still think he's some type of big creep. So for TommyInnit to, completely ignore that and smugly tell this joke and give a little grin at the end is really telling of who he is. I mean, even Tubbo said that, enough is enough, but, TommyInnit clearly didn't get that memo. It really just shows that the guy has no dignity, no respect for anybody apart from himself, and, is just trying to stir up more controversy because he knows that the fans of his channel will lap this up because they absolutely hate Dream, and they already think that he's this big creep. TommyInnit will complain about Dream and Dream's friends' behaviours and stuff that they're saying, but then, won't clear up what he's saying, even when Dream has, done the same thing that TommyInnit has done, and, just ask. I honestly just think it shows TommyInnit's character absolutely perfectly. The guy basically has absolutely no integrity, and it's one of the issues that I have with This Is the Internet. Not him just making a topic commentary thing or covering others, because that would be heavily hypocritical. That's what this channel is. This is a commentary channel where we cover individuals. But I find it very funny he's criticizing people like Logan Paul and MrBeast constantly when he used to be friends with those people, making Japan jokes constantly in more of a negative light rather than a joking light now, because he doesn't like them now. But he was completely fine with their actions before, something happened to him. Like I've always said in all these videos on TommyInnit, is it very much feels like he saw how well the critique on Logan Paul did and has just kept rinsing and repeating it. It's very clear that before he had his issues with Logan Paul, he did not care about the Forest incident, for example, but now he can't shut up about it. I think one of my favourite bits of This Is the Internet episode 3 was TommyInnit really getting angry, and you can genuinely tell how angry he was by just, how much he was ranting about it, was, the MrBeast promotion of his kids' toys at the pyramids.
No, they're not the coolest things on the planet. They're not even in the top 1,000,000 of all things. They're tat. Nothing. You're sat in the shadows of one of the great wonders of all civilization, promoting non-biodegradable plastic.
I like how he's saying this, like MrBeast's toy is the only toy that isn't biodegradable. I think you'd find most on the market toys that are made of plastic aren't biodegradable. And he's put this big emphasis on biodegradable. I mean, I can do that with his Team C's, where he cleared plastic up from the ocean. I mean, we could do this all day. Also, why do you care that he's promoting his products here? Yes, he's at the pyramids. Yes, it's kind of funny that he's promoting his plastic toys, but why do you genuinely care? It's his prerogative, and it seems kind of moral grandstandy to complain about this. And that's what a lot of TommyInnit's critiques are, incredibly moral grandstandy and annoying. Just critiquing for the sake of critiquing because he knows it does well, and if he says an opinion like this, it's going to get clipped up and spoken about.
You contribute nothing. You are nothing. The Egyptian pyramids were famously plundered by Western explorers when they were discovered, their contents pillaged for museums and private collectors. But now, you're painfully reversing that, Jimmy, by crawling inside an ancient artifact and actually seeing it as an opportunity to cravenly advertise your soulless, hollow trinkets. For children. For children. And what's more, you're littering it inside a pyramid. You're littering a pyramid.
The overwhelming majority of that is just complaining for the sake of complaining about it. I mean, genuinely, I don't even think I could milk that for a slop topic. TommyInnit then complains, about MrBeast burying one of his toys, and my counter to this would be, he's probably not allowed to actually bury things with inside historical monuments. After he'd filmed that, he would probably been told to, remove it. Of course, just like TommyInnit has no idea if it was kept there, I have no idea if he was told to remove it and if he did in fact remove it. But it's a possibility, so of course, I'm going to give both sides. But I do find it funny how pathetic TommyInnit is being here. He could have just made a simple joke and moved on. This isn't something really criticizable. Of course, it is a funny notion that he went to the pyramids and he promoted his plastic toy. That is incredibly funny. Make a joke about it, but you look incredibly pathetic calling this out when we all know in reality, if you were still friends with these people, you would not have found the courage to call this out, because why would you? This is such a nothing burger, you wouldn't have spoke about this. And it's really clear the only reason he has spoken about this is not only is he no longer friends with these people, so he knows that when he speaks about this, this is going to gain attention, it's going to get clipped up and spoken about. I just do genuinely find This Is the Internet series to be incredibly pathetic and very telling of his character for multiple reasons that we have spoken about in this video, like the dream thing. I really do hope as TommyInnit goes on and continues this series, because he will, because it gets him lots of views and attention, he gains some awareness. He stops being really nitpicky and, makes actual criticism that actually matters against actually bad people when they do actually bad things, not, making criticism against MrBeast because he's promoting his product. But more importantly, I hope he just grows up and moves on from the whole dream thing, because I find it incredibly funny that he's still the one bringing up the dream thing and making all these jokes. It's just very reflective of the type of person he actually is. But that's yet again another TommyInnit video done. It's over, it's all good, and it was an insane situation, to be honest. But everybody watching, what's your thoughts on all this? Please feel free to comment down below. Once you're done, then you might as well smash the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. But I've been your host Samuel, and I will catch you in the next YouTube video.